guys, Laura here from Hedgehog's Homestead. Today I'm out here collecting some mullein leaves, and I like to collect it from the first year mullein, and then we're going to dehydrate those. So that's what this video is going to be about. Let's get to it. So we like to collect the first year mullein, and this is one little mullein plant right here. And so we're just going to go around and find all our mullein. Little baby. Next year that's going to grow some nice seeds for us. I also have some seeds available if anybody wants some. I do sell them. And if I get enough of this, maybe I can sell some of this too. I'll make it into dried mullein and sell it that way. This is wild grown mullein. So I have collected many seeds. I would keep it for myself. In fact, I probably will keep some for my husband and my mother-in-law or anybody else that wants it. In our family, because it is an amazing expectorant. Mullein, so that we have some there. My hairdresser uses, her husband drinks it every day, and he has a lung disease. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I gave her some mullein seeds for her husband to plant some on her property. So if we don't end up using these or selling any of it, then I'll give it to him, because he goes out searching for it all the time. And since I have it on the property, it's good medicine for him, and he's already doing it, so I know it works. I am allergic to mullein. You don't have to use gloves to harvest it at all. But unfortunately, I'm allergic to it. That's why I'm not growing it for myself. We don't want any yucky looking leaves. Better to get the first year mullein. The second year mullein is a biannual, so the second year it goes to seed, and you can collect those seeds or just do what I do, just let them grow. Okay guys, it is the next day. I dried this mullein overnight, and now I'm just going to put it in my blender. Kind kind of hard to tell with mullein because they don't shrink up that much. So, and one of the things that you have to be careful with, like after I blend this, I'm gonna let it just kind of sit for a minute, because if I open that lid right away, I'm gonna start coughing like crazy because all those little hairs that are on the mullein are gonna come up. And so you just wanna be careful of that. And so, again, I'm using gloves because I am highly allergic. I break out in a rash that's pretty severe. So I might try this and keep Benadryl nearby, liquid Benadryl, just because it's such a good expectorant for the lungs. If I ever get sick, I mean, I would have to buy Mucinex or something like that. So I don't want to have to do that. My lid on and just give it a quick little blend. Just a little Ninja blender here. I like the Ninja blender because it's got lots of, although it's picky, it has lots of blades in there, and I can just, oh. This stuff is so fluffy that it doesn't break down that much. Okay, so there we go. Even though it was filled up to here, it's now only, you know, it's at 6 cups. So there's 6 cups of, and then I can just put it in a jar. Oop. And I was standing away from it, and there I go opening it up right away anyways. So we'll let that calm down just a little bit more, and then I'll take it out. You can also make this into a tincture, but you would probably leave the leaves. You wouldn't dry the leaves. You can use dried leaves, but it's probably better to use the just regular leaves, not dried. So for 8 ounces, you're probably going to use, it depends on what kind of cough you have. You want, for that chest cough, 1 to 2 teaspoons of mullein leaves for that. I will write that on my bottle when I use it, or for future use, just to have that knowledge always. So we're going to go ahead and jar this up, and I'm going to take this other stuff because I do want to break it down, and just, I do want to dry it a little more. I really packed this in here. So we're just going to dry it a little bit more just so that I know it's dry for sure. And I have these nice little finer meshy things, and so I'll be able to dry this just a little bit more over like an 8-hour period, and make sure that it's goodly dry, or good and dry, I should say, because it doesn't break as well as the other stuff. And then I'm going to use this jar to put my mullein tea in. Now, mullein doesn't have a lot of taste from when you use it as a tea. From what I've been told, I haven't used it on myself. So it's good paired with something else. Something else that you want to use. You know, maybe some mint, just to give it some flavor, or some rose leaves or petals, or rose hips or petals. Those are good, really good. Something that maybe help you get over your cold, really good. Anything that will, you know, you could pair it with other things. So it's just really good to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this stuff And just for a few more hours. I did it for 3 hours, and I just want to make sure it's good and dry, because then it's more stable in a jar in my apothecary area, which is just my closet where it's nice and dark. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this in this jar using a jarring lid. So again, remember, when you use this, use for 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. So if you have a cup that is bigger than 8 ounces, you might want to measure that out so you're using the right amount of medicine in your dish. Slowly take this out. These hairs can give you a really good cough. Just they work even if you're not using it. So these jar things here, so that it just slowly goes in there. And you really kind of have to push it into your jar because it's so fluffy. And this is 4 levels of a dehydrator right here. A little less than that, and it fits in a quart-sized jar. You do have to pack it in though. And I just have a cheap dehydrator. Maybe eventually I'll get something better, but this is all I can afford at this point. So we will just use it. And there we go. Beautiful mullein tea. I'll put my lid on it, put it in my apothecary, and if anybody gets sick in the house or got a chest cold, we can use it for them, or anybody else in the family, my sister-in-law, all those great people. So we'll keep it ready to go for the family and for friends who need a good tea or a good expectorant in their life. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze dry this. We'll keep our blender out here, and I'll get on that. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. God bless you guys.